most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Paulby. Guys, it's time to get it going. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the first swing of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Pick right back to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man, and he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Colorado's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys took
open runway ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back on the move.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what he's blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to do.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! Follow the block. The offensive line will
most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it out quickly. Pushing the pace. Just keep throwing it. Catch in the middle, it's Dobbs. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They're giving up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you see them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter.
And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. They cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm a QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The lone back's got it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him.
Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going
did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll give it to the back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the 50-yard line. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. He makes the connection. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do field work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the running back. On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Gets it out fast. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
For wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buffs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, Phil, as News. Here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Washington notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Husky Stadium is worth its weight in gold. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit right back to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Looking for that first down on 30 short to the 28. Looking to throw for it. Got the back over the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first down.
They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown hit?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Set up for second and short after that completion. Power football with the run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, and make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
Those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, you've got to stop the run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Looking for the end zone. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. Looking to throw it again. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tough rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Floats it out in space. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Bruce. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Stop stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling the coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
From the gun on third down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They go to the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo. On third down, going up top. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. He'll just keep slinging it. He got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Now he's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The give to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Running for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Give to the running back. Gives him a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7. Pitt pushing the pace. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A little floater there that falls incomplete. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got great speed. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Toss to the outside. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Stop just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 13 over Nebraska. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his target down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they took the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Pitt right back to the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. The throw. Intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
Got it on the outside. It's Jamison. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, just taking care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Caught over the middle. It's Memphis. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to the air one more time. Trying to get to it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Feeling some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up. Getting set for the point after.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them.